Introducing first and fighting out of the red corner, representing North Wales Fight Academy, Luke Jones! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, representing Next Gen, Will Calver!
Good reception there for both men. I'm expecting the atmosphere to just jump up a notch in a second. Because the louder the crowd, the more it can urge the action. And here we are into our first round. Both men fight a teep. Jones looking for the sweep. Just as I expected, a bit more calm and composed. Ooh, Calver with a nice straight shots to counter the kick of Jones. That's what they say. Puncher, kicker, kicker, puncher. Oi! Nice high kick there. Calver just walked straight onto that one. Big right hand there as well by Jones, landing on the chin. Nice sprawl as well. But has he got the arm in front? No. That allowed Calver to stand up. You see, when you don't get one arm in front, when you at least one arm when you're sprawling, it lets your man push up, like ramp underneath your chest, and that's giving Calver a chance to enter into a deep double leg here. He's got his hands connected. Can he pull Jones off the cage? He's got a little bit of elevation there. He's relentless in this takedown attempt. It's like Jones is snatching up a guillotine. Calver doesn't look too concerned, putting some pressure on that face. It's like Jones is just losing this slightly. It's gonna look like he must be careful not to burn his arm out as well. That's the thing with a guillotine. You need to know when it's on or when you might need to bin it off. He's still committed to it right now. It looks like Calver's peeling that arm off. He's going to land in a dominant position as well. It looks like Jones really attacking the back. Big hooks there from Calver. Shoots back in for that double leg. His hands connected even better, close to now. Ooh. Referee will be having a word with Jones about that. Intelligent manoeuvre as well from Calver, taking his man into his own corner so he can get corner advice from his coaches. Jones looking for the wall walk. Let's see if Calver can pull his man off the cage. Big shots, big shots. The corner from North Wales. They're saying to Luke Jones, you're doing brilliant, mate, you're doing brilliant, mate. And maybe you're expecting the grappling, he was anticipating the grappling of Will Calver. And as you know, sometimes when you're expecting the grappling, sometimes that's when it's a lot harder to deal with because you can start to overthink it rather than just react. And it looks like Calver's sort of really having his way with the grappling exchanges. He's using the grips of Luke Jones against him. And now he's in mount, trying to push his opponent's head down, get some shots. Will he be taking the back? Will he be taking the back? No, he's going to switch to a triangle. Oh, just missed the opportunity to switch to a triangle. Let's see if he stands back up. Oh, swing and a miss. Close hook there. Interesting. There's a potential as well. Will Calver didn't want to seek for the triangle there because he didn't want to finish the round on his back when it's such a close round. Both men looking particularly fresh as well. We've got the next gen corner here, asking their fighter for a little bit more action in the ground striking. So he's trying to separate the head from his body and punch downwards. Can expect Luke Jones to be using a bit more lateral movement. He knows what Will Calver's come to do. Will Calver's come to shoot. He's shot for that double leg numerous times in that last round. So I'm expecting a lot more lateral movement from Luke Jones here, just moving side to side. Hitting and moving, trying to bring Calver onto the end of his punches because he has got a good long reach on him. He's quite clearly got some power. Round two. Calver taking the centre of the cage. Oh, that right hook landed. Straight He's going to set that big cross up now again, I think. He's looking for that cross. He's had success with it again. Once we kill those head kicks. There we go for the double leg. Bringing his fighter straight back to his corner. Taking time to settle. Taking time to secure that takedown. Ooh. Luke Jones looks a little bit bewildered with these takedowns as well. He's looking at his corner almost to say, I'm not sure what I should be doing here, but all the time he's doing that, he's giving Will Calver a chance to wrap these legs up. Oh, he's looking like guillotine again. I think he's shown his hand though, trying it in the last round. I think Calver's wise to it, and he's probably going to use it himself to start transitioning to a more dominant position. He's looking for that wrist, looking for that wrist trap around the back. Will Calver's sneaking his arm through, looking to trap that wrist. He's really committing to try and trap this wrist. He's only inches away as well. If he could just worm his hand along the floor, or create a position where Luke Jones got to turn away from him. I think Jones is aware of that as well. He's trying to not let his man have that wrist. I see he's taking it back, using it to strike. He needs to be worried less about striking from the floor though, and getting his back up that cage. Maybe using an overhook, underhook, or whatever on the opposite side to get up. Like striking from the floor against a much more superior grappler is never really a wise idea. I'm not saying Will Calver's a much more superior grappler. It's just that he's been having more success in this fight so far, keeping that top position. That being said, there we go. Luke Jones with a brilliant sweep. Now let's see if he can get his back off the cage and turn his man. I don't think. Nice circle. With big shots. Luke. This is where we're expecting Luke to circle off a bit more now. Keep his back away from the cage. Ooh. Legal shot as well. Looked like he landed with the shin. And Will is shooting in. I think that woke Will up a little bit. Looks like Will Calver might still be coming around a little bit more off that shot. See if he's looking for a trip. You've got the corner there of Luke Jones shouting for that wizard. What that wizard does is it stops Will Calver from getting on Luke Jones' back through the cage. Like when you've got your man pressed against the cage like that, when they don't put a wizard in, you can transition around. Nice knee. Good knee there from Will Calver. Great low kick. He's landed that a few times in this fight. We didn't really have an answer much for this double leg against the cage. What Luke Jones really needs to be doing with these double legs is turning his hips. By turning his hips and spreading his base and pushing his backside against the cage and getting a whizzer, it makes a triangle shape with his body, which is very, 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 very difficult to not only pull away from the cage but to lift off the floor. Like if you think by spreading his weight that wide, it's not that much. Like you can't really tip it. Will Calver might be able to pick him up in inch, but he might not be able to tip him in. You've always going to have one leg close to the ground. That's how he's. Rule number one, get out of the way. Rule number one, like move laterally. But don't allow your opponent to get in deep. Don't allow them to get to the shot. But if they do, and they do get you pushed against that cage, it's high time to spread your base, bounce off it, get that underhook and move. And I think that's what the corner of Luke Jones is sort of telling him now. They're going to be saying to him, be lively on your feet, get striky, but keep moving. Now, I'm looking up at Will Calver. He does look like fatigue, a lot more fatigue than his man in the red corner. Like shooting the takedown over and over and over again. It does take it out of you, but that's a big, deep breath there from Luke Jones. Big, deep breath. Here we are in our third and final round of this welterweight contest. Ooh, big uppercut. Nice hooks as well. Look, he's turned his back off that cage. He's trying to bump off it. He's trying to bump off it sooner, but he's not spreading his base. He's got double underhook, but he's not spreading his base. So I'm expecting a big knee now. There we go. Calver using that knee. At the corner of Luke Jones saying, now we strike. Nice body kick. Deep breaths from Will Calver. Looks like he's going to be a big shot again. That's the thing though, in these latter rounds, sometimes the force of that takedown starts losing effect. Let's see if he can chain a single leg though into something else. I think if he believes in this single leg and cinches it up, he will get it. like Luke Jones is you've got the corner there saying, Will Calver saying use your legs. The next gen guys, if anyone knows about grappling, it's them. Nice transition and turn from Luke Jones. Will Calver's fingers deep on this now. His fingers deep. Luke Jones he's got some good wrist control there, but I think Will Calver's he wants to be looking to make some space. What he's doing with that wrist control is he's actually technically attaching his man to him. Whereas Will kind of, while they might not want to be here exactly, it's kind of the range that Will wants to be in. Look at that big strike there from Luke Jones. Oh, swing and a miss. So close. Like an axe. Just taking a millimetre off his hair. But that's what the corner of Luke Jones were crying for. They're saying, let's get some striking now, let's get busy. Visible fatigue there from Luke Jones. He's not sure what to do at this point. Well, the next gen corner shot for head position as well. Seeing Luke can use that. Knee again from Will Calver. Luke Jones with the uppercut. Luke Jones is looking over to the next gen corner. Whereas I've not seen Will Calver look to the other corner once, and I think that's how Will was managed to shoot on that shot. He took his attention off the fight for 1 second, and that's a big double leg. Massive score in the third round. That really puts a full stop on who's been winning these grappling exchanges. And there's not going to be much longer left on this fight, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, maybe less. I'm expecting Will to try and hold this top round. Luke's got to really go for broke in this last 10 seconds to stand up. It's like he might be trying to set a triangle up, at least something. And there you have it, a dominant performance in the grappling there from Will Calver, but wow, some huge shots from Luke Jones. Looked like we really had a striker versus grappler match up there. I'm sure both men are competent in all areas, but when it comes down to it, styles make fights. Clearly the game plan of Will Calver, I believe that's probably took in this fight. I think both guys left everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, we please have a big round of applause for both of our fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scoring the contest 29 points to 28 in favour of your winner. By unanimous decision, and fighting out of the blue corner, Will Calver!
Great decision. They heard it first, 29-28. Great fight.
Luke Jones.
Brilliant fight, because what we saw there,